The only thing that gives a thought the power to somehow influence you is that you identify with it. In this video, we will consider what your thoughts are and what does quantum psychology have to do with it. And are these thoughts really yours? Do you control your thoughts or do they control you? Who is whose master? With this video, I plan to start a small series dedicated specifically to the quantum worldview, the quantum psychology. And most of the information will reflect the personal views and experience, so I would like as many people as possible to see them. That's why we will make an experiment. I planned to do the same content on the video in 3 languages: Ukrainian on my main channel, English on this channel, and Russian. Over time, I hope we will get the interesting result for comparison. And also, I will try to make it so that this is not a bare theory and you can immediately try to something on yourself. Practice, feel, and see for yourself. You have probably already seen the video about the double-slit experiment. If not, then watch. Briefly, the gist. If a particle, for example an electron, is shooted at the shield with 2 slits on the screen behind, we will get a result as if a wave were passing, an interference pattern. If we try to find out which slit the electron passes through, we get the 2 stripes on the screen. The electron behaves like a particle. As a result, we come to an interesting conclusion: what the observer influences to result of the experiment, or the observer influences to observed object. The signal experiment where the electron will act as a particle and it will behave like a particle. The signal experiment where the electron will behave like a wave and it will behave like a wave. Otherwise, if we observe an electron as a wave and begin to work within like it behaves like a wave. If we observe it as a particle and measure it as a particle, it behaves like a particle. And another interesting thing is that a particle arises from a wave and can turn back into it. The moment when out of the infinite options existing in the wave as information we measure a particle, one option from a set is called the collapse of the wave. The wave turns into particle. And the moment when the particle turns back into a wave, we will call it uncollapse. What does quantum psychology have to do with it? We are extending the principle established experimentally in the relation to electrons and, it seems, to molecules to everything around us. Anything can be a particle or their combination. Everything you see, hear, and feel around you, and of course you yourself, in combination with your physical body, physical and mental health, values, beliefs, emotions, emotional memory, subconscious, ancestral and reincarnation programs, and so on. And it's better to start feeling and understanding this using thoughts as an example. While you were watching this video, you have some thoughts, but what were they? The easiest way to say that they were some information. We cannot say anything more about them for now. And now we will try to work with them. So sit down or lay down as you are comfortable, calm down, close your eyes, and try to observe your thoughts. And when you have a thought, watch how it moves and where it disappears. When you understand where thoughts disappear to, try to observe where they appear from. Up to this point, when you did not observe where thoughts appears from and where they disappear to, they didn't have such properties. Up to this point, thoughts were only information. They were everywhere in space. They were like a wave. When we begin to observe the trajectory of their movement, we begin to collapse this wave and turn thoughts into a particle. Our consciousness observes thoughts influences them, changes them. Let's continue. When you have the next, perhaps emotionless thought, try to stop it and tell me, what is its shape? What is its color? What are its dimensions? Let's heights, weights. What is its temperature? What is weight? What is it like inside? And if you did everything responsibly, I congratulate you. You have just collapsed it away with your consciousness. You have maximally collapsed a thought and turned it into a particle. Previously, from the very beginning, a thought was just information, a wave. It was everywhere at the same time, and nothing could be done with it. Now a thought has a form and a clear position in space. You can take it and move it in space. If it was inside you, you can now place it in front of you, and you can do whatever you want with it. Break it, melt it, burn it, or send it somewhere anyway. What is now, you can work with it as a particle. And this is already such a simple but effective method of the quantum therapy. If you don't like some thoughts, you can carry out all this procedure with it, and the thoughts will no longer exist. Unless, of course, you yourself want to create it again. Everything is very simple. I foresee the question that there is not yet a specific physical particle. We cannot take it in our hands and check its parameters. Yes, this requires much more energy, and I will talk about this in other videos where, using emotion as example, you will understand how a particle can materialize on our physical level. Therefore, if you are interested, subscribe to this channel. In the meantime, I will give you the specific example as a direct answer to the question. If a person carries some thought inside himself and feels with it conditionally negative emotion, over the years he so collapsed the thought that the thought begins to manifest itself on a purely physical level, and manifest itself, for example, in various tumors formations in the body. Also, such as energetically saturated thought can become entombed in a certain organ in the person, and the organ will hurt. And often the work on uncollapsed this thought, or with its collapsed state, significantly accelerates classical treatment. This is exactly what the mechanism by which you create everything around you looks like. But since, in addition to you, many more consciousness observe the surrounding reality, it is best way to practice it with something that only you observe. Now there is another interesting moment. When you observe thoughts, there was a moment, maybe short, maybe long, when there were no thoughts at all. At that moment, you witness the wave from which everything arises, the field of information, the emptiness which is not emptiness, but is something that you can feel, the field in which all thoughts exist. And now you can try to experiment with it too. Observe this emptiness between thoughts. When one thought has disappeared and another has not yet appeared, try to feel what exists between thoughts. Even such simple, at the first glance very familiar thing as thoughts already provide a huge space for experiments. And let's do another exercise that will give you the answer to the question: the thoughts that you consider yours really belong to you. Again, sit down or lay down so that you are comfortable. Choose some idea that is relevant to you, something that you often think about. Start thinking about this idea again. Thoughts should flow naturally. Now try to track that trajectory along which these thoughts move, where they arise, where they move, and where they disappear. Follow the moment of these thoughts and try to rise above it vertically upwards. What do you observe there? Now go down vertically under the flow of thoughts. What can you observe there? And now begin to smoothly move away from them. What do you observe? Where are you? What do you feel? You can remember these states and write to the comments in the video below. If you have done these exercises, I want to congratulate you again. You have done what the many people have been looking for, the decades in meditation far from civilization. Moreover, you have left on yourself gained experience of quantum process in your life. Processes in which each of us creates our own reality. Now you already know the basic of the quantum worldview and quantum approaches to working with the emotions, values, beliefs, and in the same way with the physical things, with the creation of your reality. We will talk about all this in the following videos, so if you are interested on this topic, subscribe to this channel, comment and share this video so I will understand that someone needs it and I should continue.